Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today, baby? Bow. Yes, your boy. Once again, um, what I want to do, I want to speak. I want to speak on acceptance. You know, as the serenity prayer go, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. See right there, that's big. That's big. If you break down that whole prayer in increments and sectors, you'll understand, but you really gotta dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? When you break it down, you really gotta dwell on it and understand it word for word. First is God. That's first and foremost. Just like in the Bible, Genesis, the first 4 words of the Bible is what? Genesis. In the beginning, God. So God is the ultimate factor in the serenity prayer. And it says, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. You know what I'm saying? Grant you the peace of mind, the peace within self to accept people, places, and things as they are. You know what I'm saying? You literally grasp that and gotta feel that from within. Because once you let go of things you cannot change, amazingly things start getting easier. You know what I'm saying? Because you start getting stressed out, worried. You know what I'm saying? Worried about things that you have no business worrying about. Good morning, good morning. Have no business worrying about when God already done told you as well. Don't the birds seem to eat every day? Don't the animals of this earth get fed without nobody feeding them? You know what I'm saying? Don't he love them? So, ain't we held at higher honor? Don't we have dominion over every insect, every beast, every fish in the sea? Don't we hold more dominion than everybody and everything? I mean, everything that is not human? Don't he love us more? You know what I'm saying? Don't he love us more? So stop worrying about the small things. Stop worrying about things you cannot control. Because that's where the stress come in at. You gotta accept it or be neglected. Y'all understand me? The courage to change the things I can. When you ask for the courage to change the things you can, that means you're willing with zeal to approach your problems with tenacity and strength, and with all your heart and mind, body and soul, with God at the forefront. You're willing to change things in your life that you know are not right with you or around you. You understand? You're willing to change all that for the better. For your greater good, or the greater good for you and everybody else around you that you love or you care for. You ready to go above and beyond. You ready to make the ultimate sacrifice to make your life perfectly tailored for you. Y'all know where I'm going. We'll get that John Coffey, baby. Bow, you know what I'm saying? And the wisdom to know the difference. When you ask for the wisdom to know the difference between things you can and cannot change, you have to be open to the fact that there's going to be some things you're not going to be able to make a difference on. There are some things you got to understand that you're going to have to leave to God and give it to God, because it's a lose-lose battle for human, for you. You know what I'm saying? To protect your human psyche, to protect your spirit, to protect your health, to protect your peace of mind. When you ask for the wisdom to know the difference between things you can and cannot change, it could be detrimental to your health and your life if you do not let it go. Because knowledge is power. Wisdom is amazing. So when you ask for that type of wisdom and God granted to you, you're welcome, sir. When God granted to you, you're gonna have to follow suit. You're gonna have to know that that's a losing battle, and you're gonna have to give it to God. Because you don't wanna keep fighting battles you cannot win. Man, that's how people get sick. That's how diseases come about. Ailments that seem like they're incurable. Ailments that you could have avoided, all because you want to take on battles that's not your fight. Give it to God, let it go, pray. That's it, that's all. Y'all know I'm getting that John Coffey, baby. Wow. But at the end of the day, we in it to win it, y'all. We in it to win it. Oh, man. Woo. We in it to win it. This is our life. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all got choices. We all got options. We all got that road that we going down. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. We all got that road. We got a road, and then there's a fork in the road. To the side. To the side. Which road we gonna go down? Cause God gonna guide you the whole way. Thank you, sir. All right, y'all have a blessed day. God gonna guide you, you know, down the, yes sir, you have a blessed day, man. God gonna guide you down the, he gonna guide you the whole way, but he can't choose. Once you hit that fork in the road, he can't choose if you go left or right. That's your decision. You know what I'm saying? So all I can say is nobody can choose for you. So all I can say is tread lightly and choose lightly. Go on, Styles, have a blessed day, man. All I can say is choose wisely and tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? These things ain't always what they say, man. You know what I'm saying? We as humans, we are creatures of habit. Come on. We are creatures of habit. You know what I'm saying? And when we go into fight or flight mode, usually we go back to things that we're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's kind of detrimental to our health or our well-being. You know what I'm saying? We go back to the character traits of familiarity. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking for an escape route. All I can say is we got to start trying to incorporate something healthy instead of picking up bad habits once again as things get hard in our life. My suggestion is replace it with prayer, replace it with God, replace your sketchy diseases, or which is what I'm talking about, like alcoholism, because alcoholism is a disease. You know what I'm saying? It's just like diabetes. It's passed down. You can't catch it, you know, like an STD, but it's passed down and sometimes skipped through generations, so it's a disease. So you replace that with healthy habits to gain healthy traits in life. Like, you know, incorporating exercise, or, you know, putting your compulsion to something that's gonna excel you in life financially. You know, put it towards your goals. Always, always, always keep God in everything that you do. If you don't have God in your life, I'm suggesting that you try it, man. You know what I'm saying? If all else has failed in your life and you having a hard time right here, right now, as I'm speaking, and you listening to this video, and you look at me in my eyes, if you haven't tried God, I suggest you try. Why not? What's the worst that can happen, baby? Boom. You know what I'm saying? So most people, when you say that, when you say what's the worst that can happen, most of the time in the movies, something bad happens right after that. But when you chasing and trying to receive God as your personal Lord and Savior, the Almighty Most High, Elohim, Yahweh, Jesus, you know, Jehovah Jireh, you know, when you chasing him, what's the worst can happen is the exact opposite. What's the worst that can happen? What? You gain your self-respect back? What's the worst that can happen? You gain a self of self. You gain a peace of mind. What's the worst that can happen? You get the respect of your family and friends back. ¿Cómo estás, Rico? Have a blessed morning. What's the worst that can happen? You find and connect with God, and things that was promised start to come in your life. All the promises, all the gifts start being unlocked that he promised you that you had. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got special gifts and talents that they use, not for their own benefit and self-gain, but for God Almighty, and to complete his missions and his work. What's the worst that can happen? You become a likable dude, a dude with morals, a woman with morals and values, and appreciate life and what God has to bring to the table. What's the worst that can happen? You start loving unconditionally. You know, you start seeing things as they are instead of with a veil covered eyes. What's the worst that can happen? You become a child of God and enter the kingdom of heaven? What's the worst that can happen? You know what I'm saying? Let's get real. What's the worst that, y'all know I got that John Coffee, baby. The same color. I like my coffee the same color as me, man. Black with no cut. You know what I'm saying? Don't water me down. I need a dark skin. But what's the worst that can happen? You know what I'm saying? We live in a time right now to where things are getting real. Friends or foes. family are turning into enemies too. And roles are being reversed, and not just in a good way. You know what I'm saying? As he promised the meek shall inherit the earth. Man, all the other promises that's tied in with the end of times, the end of days is happening as well. Everything ain't a good feeling or a good look. But he said don't fret on the things that you see because you knew it was coming. If you read the Bible, you knew the time was coming and the time is now. So don't even worry about anything that's going on that you see that seems unbearable, the wars and all that, war of Gaza and Israel. Said don't worry about none of that. You knew all this was supposed to happen. You don't stress over that. All this need to take place for the prophecy to be fulfilled and Jesus to come back. You know, so all these people acting surprised about the weather, acting surprised about people, places, and things, and the things surrounding them and what's going on. People scared, frightened, angry, disgusted. Obviously, you ain't read the Bible. Obviously, you ain't that close to God. Because God said, fret not of the things that are to come. You don't have to binge watch and see what's going on in the news with all the wars and the false prophets coming along to play. You know what I'm saying? The Antichrist is, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to binge watch the news like, oh my God, what's going on around the world? If you already read the Bible, because it tells you right then and there what's to come. You don't need no news. Tell you what's going on in the world. Bible already told you what's going to happen. But you didn't believe it if you did read it. It already told you what's to come. What prophecies to look for, things to look for in the world to know that he is on his way. Oh yeah. I mean, I ain't just speaking. You know what I'm saying? I just read it. I ain't write it. You know what I'm saying? I just read it. I ain't write it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just following what I was supposed to follow, keeping my heart blossoming and vibrating on the frequency of love. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the people that's in my life that supposed to come with me, I identify them from the people that I can't take when I go. You know what I'm saying? It's up to me to use my discernment and whisk the people out of my life like I'm about to fry some eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to put some eggs on the stove. I gotta whisk some people out of my life, man. And then I keep the ones that's for me. Everything happens for a reason, even though reason has a reason. And I thank God for every day, every minute, every hour, every season. You know, because everything that I've been through, or I am going to go through, or I'm going through now, is crucial to my mission. You know what I'm saying? It's vital to my mission. So I appreciate it. Take it as life lessons, lessons learned. I take people as life lessons, lessons learned. You know, at the end of the day, we can only control what's going on within us. We can only control our actions to people's actions. We can only control our reactions to people's actions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the people you're supposed to forgive don't even deserve your forgiveness. Remember that. Remember that. Sometimes the people you forgive don't even deserve your forgiveness, but you still gotta forgive so you can set yourself free as well. So you won't be harboring in the energy of hate. So you won't block your blessings and your birthright God-given talents. So nothing about you and your life gets affected. You have to forgive and let go, let God. Toast and go. Let bygone be bygone. Baby, bow. That earth ain't you intuitive, ain't he? You gotta let bygones be bygones. Cause you gonna get sick as a dog, harbor and hate. Let that energy go. Ground yourself. Get into nature. You know what I'm saying? Go to the park. Take your shoes off. Let your toes feel the grass in between them. You know what I'm saying? Sit up against a tree. Read a book. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm the only one on this planet that still read books, but books are soothing for the mental. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is always power. Sometimes you gotta disconnect from these devices, disconnect from technology and go old school. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta have a big old book library. I mean, libraries are still existing. Just go to the library, get your library card, grab you a book, something that's gonna stimulate the mind. You know, educate you, give you facts that you know what I'm saying you don't know nothing about. Study something you have no idea. You know, you don't have no clue about. You don't know where to start. Study that. You know, it's just like in school when we was kids. The reason we was class clowns is because the work was too easy. You know what I'm saying? Well, for me, I don't know about everybody else. Work too easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm already done. I'm already playing around. You know what I'm saying? I need a challenge. I need something to sit there, have me sitting there looking, asking questions, critically thinking. You know what I'm saying? Keep me entertained. You know, reading is a challenge for the mind because you gotta dissect, you gotta read, you gotta understand, you gotta comprehend what you read. A lot of people could just read, but you know what I'm saying? They can't comprehend what they reading. You know what I'm saying? You can ask them, they can read this whole book right now. And you could just ask them about the first page. You ain't or the last page, since the last thing you read is most popular in the mind at that moment, and they won't even know. They can't even tell you. Why? Because they were just reading without intent. They was reading without intent. So you gotta like everything in life, you gotta comprehend what you read. You gotta comprehend the things around you. You gotta comprehend the people in your life. Don't just let people sit in your life and dwell without you knowing zip, zilch, nada about their energy, what's going on, their plans for you, what are they doing in your life. Comprehend. You know what I'm saying? Comprehend the Bible. Comprehend God. Because he talking to you. Comprehend your dreams. The messages he sent to you. Comprehend the numbers that you see. You know what I'm saying? Ask and you shall find. God is the all-knowing, all-powerful, almighty, omnipresent. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing greater than him. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing greater than him. You know, he is closer than our breath. He's closer than what you think, y'all. He's closer to your toes. He's closer than your chest hair. He's closer than the bra you wear. You know what I'm saying? That's because God is in us. God is within us. You know what I'm saying? And he's everywhere. Look under a rock and you shall find him. Look behind a tree, you shall find him. God is everywhere. And he's within us. So that makes us God-like. Everybody has a little God in them, whether they want to believe it or not. Everybody have a little God in them, but you are not God. You are God-like. You are made in his image. We are little G's. You know what I'm saying? We fall under the God-like little G's. It's only one big G. You know what I'm saying? We little G's. It's only one big G. You know what I'm saying? God-like, created in his image, and we are to walk in his likeness because we are created in his image. You know, we possess powers and gifts that are abused and underappreciated and took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? People that take their gifts for granted get their gifts taken away. When you use your gifts for selfish gain, pride, money, instead of doing God's work, your gifts get taken away. If you had the gift of discernment, if you had the gift of prophecy, if you had the gift of seeing, if you had the gift of hearing, you know, if you had the gift of healing and you use it corruptly, it shall be taken away. That's warning. That's the wise warning of the day. So tread lightly and use your gifts properly to help people unconditionally without expecting anything in return. You know what I'm saying? God didn't give you them gifts for self-pleasure and self-gain. He gave you them gifts to help better the world, to help save souls. So start doing that. John Coffee, baby. I want y'all to know it's a battle going on, and it ain't over until the plump lady sings. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over till the plump lady sings. So y'all keep going hard. Keep being a decent individual. Don't let nobody actions change your reactions. Don't let nobody jump you, get you out of character. Because the devil's always looking for a victory, even if it's a small one. Even if it's a small one. So stay kind, sober-minded, stay vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Have strong faith and good courage that things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. Properly plan for your life. That means talking to God, hitting your knees every morning. You know what I'm saying? Praying to God every night. You know, pray that everything works out properly in the way it's supposed to. Because they will. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going according to plan. Like I told y'all, we got a long road we walk. But when we hit that fork in the road, God can't choose for us anymore. You either going left or you going right. You either gonna go right or get left. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So have patience. Patience is a virtue, key to success. And watch the company you keep. Because like the old saying goes, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's a saying for a reason. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay highly motivated, stay positive, keep vibrating on the frequency of love, and keep God in everything that you do. That Earth Angel intuitive, ain't he? Baby! Bow! Much love. Much love, peace, and hair grease, gentlemen and ladies. Love y'all. My sisters and brothers, hey, we here though. We ain't going nowhere, baby. Bow. That Earth Angel intuitive, ain't he?